GGRC.
Hey everybody, welcome to another retro-flavored QuickSave review here with me, RC, and of course, my pal Sushi. Can't really see his head because he's sleeping down here. But yeah, guys, bringing you another QuickSave review here on GGRC. Today we're going to be taking a look at Kaboom. This is another Atari 2600. We've been doing this every Tuesday lately, putting out Atari 2600 reviews. And today we're checking out Kaboom. This is a great little game. I don't have a lot of experience with Kaboom. This is actually the first time I've been playing it. I don't really remember this one from my childhood, to be fair, but I did read up on it, and apparently it's a really highly rated version of another game called Avalanche. I guess there are a lot of Avalanche clone games out there for the Atari, and basically the whole idea is that you play as a bucket on the bottom of the screen trying to catch everything that this robber guy up here is throwing down. He has a specific name. I don't want to call him the robber guy because he actually has a name. Let's see. The Mad Bomber is who he is. So we have the Mad Bomber throwing bombs at us. We're trying to catch all of them as he throws them, and it gets really crazy and really sporadic. Now, the funny thing about this is that even though this came out in 1981, you may have probably seen Flash games or something similar to this on the internet where you're playing as a thing catching things, at the bottom of the screen. You've probably seen this in other, even games from systems back in the 90s and even 10, 15 years ago. But I remember these a lot on Flash sites when Flash games started becoming really, really popular. This was the type of game people were making because it seemed like it was easy to program. So I can agree with people where they say that Kaboom is a classic. I think it's a really cool little game. It works really, really well, but it is difficult. So here, why don't we jump in and check it out? Okay, so Kaboom is another one of those games where you have a multiplayer option. There are only two ways to play this game. You have Game 1 and Game 2. If you're playing Game 2, you actually have a two-player option. You can play with a friend, and you guys can go back and forth, trying your luck to catch all the bombs. We're only going to be playing Game 1. Obviously, I don't have anybody to play with here, so this is what we're going to do. And why don't we jump in, shall we? All right, and you hit Start, and you hit the button on your paddle whenever you're ready, so go. So here we go. The bombs are coming down. And the first 10 or so, that is almost like the first level. Very simple. And I think it's perfect because it gets you into the mood for how the game should work, right? All right, here we go. So you can see it's starting to get a little bit more crazy. One of the things I like about it is that you could drift your bucket over next to a bomb. You don't necessarily have to catch it at the top in the middle. As long as you touch the bomb before it reaches the bottom, that's all it cares about. All right, ready? It's going to get crazier. Oh. There we go. You see how high your score jumps up. Now, two funny things to look out for is that when you do drop a bomb, watch the Mad Bomber's face. You're going to get a little bit of a smile on his face, which makes me laugh. And I haven't been able to do this yet. I haven't been able to make it, but if you reach, I believe it's 10,000 points. I don't think it's something I'll ever reach. But the Mad Bomber, I guess, pays you props. He kind of looks at you and says hey, good job. I don't really know what that is, but it's in the instruction manual that actually tells you. I believe it's the Atari Age instruction manual that I was reading. But it actually lets you know that if you make that, the Mad Bomber will pay respects to you in some way. Also, if you hit 1,000, you get one of your buckets back as well. So if you lose a bucket, you're down to one bucket. If you hit 1,000, you get one back. Here we go. Let's start the next round. Oh my god. Oh, I am just not quick enough to do this. One of the other things to keep in mind, too, guys, is that with this game, it was originally supposed to be played with an Atari paddle. So I'm currently playing this with just a PC controller right now to play this on PC. But this was originally... Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm still catching all these. Oh my god. Look how happy the Mad Bomber was. But yeah, you remember in the arcades they had the Arkanoid twist knob, right? So that's how this is supposed to be played, where you're twisting the knob back and forth and catching the bombs. There we go. And I like that if you lose in one round, the next round they will slow it down just a little bit to get you back on track, and then it's going to be... This is going to amp up again right here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I just could not crank it back in time. But really, really fun little game. That's all 3 of my bombs there. Now, I believe, let's see here. Let's jump back in. See, 2. So if we hit start for 2. And what I like about this game is that the options are always like at the forefront for you. If you happen to pick 1, you can always hit reset again and go right back to pick 1 or 2, which I like that. Some of the other Atari games I played, the picking games, especially when you're playing games that have like a ton of game selections, it's really hard to, you know, hit reset so many times to get back to, oh, I meant to hit game 2, but I'm all the way in game 12 now. Or, you know, it's that kind of thing. You got to keep hitting that button or whatever. I really like the simplistic nature of the options in Kaboom too, where it's just like you pick between 1 and 2 and go. I really, really like that. It's kind of a welcome thing for me, for sure. All right, let's give this another shot here. But yeah, this is just a fun, simple game where you're just trying to get a high score. I really miss good high score games. I feel like on Steam, there's definitely been some developers who have come out with newer games where they've had leaderboards and that kind of thing, and I always welcome that kind of stuff. Oh, oh, oh! I cannot believe I still caught those somehow. Oh, oh. Oh! It did not react to my moving. I'm sticking to that story. Alright, back to slowing it down a bit here. There we go. Back to the speed. Whoa, 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 whoa! My question is, what is the Mad Bomber bombing? Is he trying to bomb a neighborhood? A bank? What is it? Wow, I cannot believe I got all those. Okay. This is not going to happen. Oh, man. It's so it's so fast. Ah, just couldn't do it right there. But there you go, guys. That is Kaboom. I think you get the idea of it, and I think it's a really, really cool Atari game. I've heard people talk about this game before. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually gotten in to play it, and I enjoyed it. And I love playing these games from back in the day because you could see how much they've shaped the industry over the years, because you could see that this style of game became a very popular genre with flash games, and it has been a mini game in a lot of other games as well. So I like to go back and play these games so you could see like where they popped up later on for developers and that kind of thing. So yeah, great little game, guys. I recommend checking this one out if you're interested in Atari games, because it's pretty fun. And of course, I will see you all in the next quick save review video. See you guys then.